Alright, so let's actually go to engines and I plop our first engine. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. You can click on this item to change the design. I don't think it changes the cost. No, it doesn't. Let's go with this yellow strip one. Why not? That'll be actually pretty nice. And to go back down, let's actually put a parachute so the Jambalaya can survive. Alright, so before we take off, let's keep an eye on our staging over here. This tells us what's gonna activate first and what's gonna activate next when I hit the spacebar on my keyboard. This shows us that our engine will take off, and then afterwards, when the engine's done, we could hit space again to activate our parachute to safely land down. Shift and control raises our engine power, but this engine is actually a solid booster. There's no control to this, so you could just have it all the way down. We could actually, let's turn on SAS and RCS to make the ship stable once we go up in the air, so we won't like flip around and probably hit the space center. That will be bad. Alright, and you know what, let's go, let's launch. Oh heck yeah, holy crap, we're actually going pretty fast. It's tilting. I don't want that to be tilting that much. Alright, it's done. That's it. That's all the fuel we had. Yeah, we can't go that far right now with just that engine. That's alright. Let's make a crew report here on the air. The shores look inviting and you watch the waves roll in the coast. Crew report from flying over Kerbal shores. Alright. We get, you see, once we go up in the air, we kind of get a little bit more science, but we'll get a lot more science once we make it farther up in space. Let's observe the mystery go. There you go, that's 7 science. That's actually pretty good. And the thermometer, let's log that. 5.6. Collect and record temperature data from the environment over Kerbal shores. Yeah, I guess this area right here is considered as the shores. So that's kind of neat. Alright, let's keep that. And now, as you can see, we're falling down. This is our altitude. We're rapidly decreasing. That's alright. We could hit space again, deploy the chute, and we could turn that off now. The stability assist. And I'll cut ahead once we make it closer to the ground. We should deploy parachute. There we go. Once you make it 1,000 feet above the sea level, it's when the chute deploys. And yeah, we got that deployed now, and we're now slowly drifting safely down to the ground. All right, there's our shadow, and land safely. Yep, we did. All right, good. And let's EVA. Right click on you, do an EVA report, and we get a bit more science. Not a whole lot, but it's science nonetheless. And let's recover. There we go. 3.5 science, 2.4 science, 7 science, 5.6 science, and 5 science. Yeah, once you're in the air, you get more science than being down on the ground, not a whole lot. But up here, you get a bit more and more and more, and then you start to get hundreds and hundreds of science once in space. What else? What else can we do? Actually, let's go back to mission control, because we finished our missions. Yeah, and now we got new contracts. Which one should we do? Conduct a focus on visuals. No, these are usually more for the planes. We can't do planes that much right now. Haul the MK16 parachute to fly. Maybe we could do this one. Between 2,000 and 8,000 and a speed of 120 to 230. Maybe we could do that, yeah. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's see. Oh, we could do escape the atmosphere. Actually, that's pretty good. Administration says that legally we cannot call ourselves a space program without actually going to space. And then, yeah, this, when we achieve the goal, we're gonna get $32,000. Hooray! So, yeah, we got the MK16 parachute, and let's actually do that one. Why not? One of the nice things about these jobs right here with this logo, there is no deadline. You have all the time in the world to complete these missions. But don't worry, one of these missions that do have deadlines, they're not that bad. They still give you a lot of time to finish these. 425 days in game time. I have never reached it in a 20-hour session, most likely. Alright, so in order to do that, let's go back here to the tech tree, and let's actually research more of these parts. Let's do basic rocketry so we could have the liquid fuel engines, not the solid boosters that just burn up instantly. We'll have one of those. Survivability, we might want to have that. A heat shield for re-entering the atmosphere, that would be pretty handy. Oh, and we get the barometer. That gives you more science, another science experiment machine thingy. And radio chutes, more parachutes to land safely. That's pretty good. And struts. These struts I never used. They're very weak, and it's better getting the ones up ahead. Where are they? Where is it? Here? No, those are the wheels. Oh, here they are. These are the landing struts that are going to be more useful to use. The LT ones. Once we go up there and land a ship on the moon. Or the mun as it's called here. But for now, let's research survivability. And we still got 18 left, so we could... Oh, this is our only one. Oh yeah, we could use this. Radio decoupler. Or should we just wait a little bit more to get these bigger tanks? Let's just... I guess for now, let's unlock this because we have the science. There we go. And let's make the ship. Let's make a bigger ship to reach up there. Do we also unlock? Oh yeah, we now have a decoupler. These are very useful. They make the parts of the ship you're done using separate off the pod, and we could just come back home just with the pod. Be a lot safer. For now, we only have these very small tanks of fuel, and actually let me move that. And where are they? We could add a heat shield if we wanted. It's not necessary because we're only just gonna escape it and then re-enter quickly. So we're not going to build up that much speed to the point where it's going to burn up the ship. But I'll just put it on just to show you what it looks like and what it's mostly used for once we do the more further out missions. Let's go to engines and we'll put the swivel engine here. And last but not least, let's we got the science and all that stuff. Oh yeah, let me put a barometer. There you go. Just so we can get even more science out of that. That's always good. Communication. No, we're just gonna... Nah, we don't need communication right now. Aerodynamics. I think we should put 2 side boosters. What are these? The RT5s. We're not gonna put this. This is overkill, but I think with this we should be fine. But where are they? Oh yeah, here they are in coupling. Yeah, I'm dumb. Let's put 2 of those so we could also deattach these engines once we're done using them. Yeah, there we go. And aerodynamics, and let's put each of them a nose cone. This is actually something very useful. You go up here in this tool, these symmetry tool. You can click on this, and right now we only have 2 of these. So let's actually move this around, and let's say we want 4 of these rockets, but to be equally separately apart. We can do that, but we only want 2. And and the nice thing, it actually auto defaults to the correct one. Like since we only had 2 of these couplers, it went back to 2. That's actually, so it's pretty nice. And so yeah, if we wanted to put 3 but there's only 2, it will go back to 2. Really nifty stuff. So let's actually call this one the Wont Science Ship 2. Let's save that and let's launch. Oh, actually, before we launch, let's check the staging. Those will go off, then they will decouple that one off, and yep, that should be great. All right, let's launch. All right, here we are. Let's actually, since we're gonna have the liquid fuel stage here, let's have throttle all the way up just in case. Stability assist. And launch. Oh man, this is... And that's all the fuel we get. Alright, let's pick up with that. And oh god! We're fine. We're fine still. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, once you lose more stuff, it's very easier to control the spaceship. Although we don't want to... There we go. We don't want to leave out of this circle. This is the prograde marker. I'll explain more once we do more complicated flights what these markers are all about. Basically we're pointing directly at the air, as you can see. Let's actually slow it down. We don't want to overheat the parachute and make it explode, otherwise we won't be able to come back home safely. If we hit M, we should take a look at our map, and I think that's enough to leave the space and leave Kerbin, go to space, and then leave the space and come back to Kerbin. Let's actually cancel that. I think that's good enough. And let's just decouple. Look how peaceful this is. So we're climbing. We're now at 60,000 meters. Space is... To get to space, we should be around 70,000 meters, and we should hear some very lovely music right now. Well, this is not the lovely music I thought was gonna play. This is just normal ambience music. But now we're in space. This is space right here. We left Kerbin. We're still going up, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. I overshot this a lot. We're gonna land on the ocean here. Splash down. Go back in. And let's do some science up here. We'll do the crew report. 5 for the crew report. We should be getting like 12? 10. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, 10 for the mystery crew. The barometer gives us 12. That's a lot. Log temperature, we got 8. I would like to do an EVA report, but sadly we can't do that right now. We have to upgrade some of the buildings back home to be able to do an EVA while in space. But yeah, Waluigi Space Incorporation's first spaceship out on space. We can actually call ourselves a true space center. Alright, so while we're waiting to come back down, we're still rising. I guess I'll explain a bit more of the things we have around in our HUD. Oh, actually, we actually managed to complete this by accident, the contract I forgot to accept. And we also got this one to complete, Escape the Atmosphere. So as I said, right now, as we can see here, it says we're in orbit. That just means we're in space right now. We're not actually in orbit. We're gonna enter back and land on Kerbin. But to explain earlier about the markers here, this right here is the prograde marker. This is basically we're pointing directly on the direction of the of this line. And if we actually turn around all the way back, this right here is the retrograde marker. Bleh. This means we're pointing now directly away of the direction we're traveling on this line, which is actually the way we want to face when we come to re-enter Kerbin. That way we could enter on our butt end and have all the air hit the heat shield so we won't burn up the ship or anything like that. Jebediah is very happy about this, and I would be too. Getting to see space from out here. There's the moon, all the way up there at the distance. Nice and beautiful. Very nice. Let me, if we could go up here, fast forward. Let's fast forward once we enter back. We don't want to fast forward too much, because sometimes we could screw up some things and accidentally break certain things on our ship. We're now back in the atmosphere, and we're coming back pretty fast. Not very fast. The heat shield can most likely handle that. If we go here to the resources tab on the right, we can see here the aviator is doing absolutely nothing at all to that, so which is pretty nice. Very little change, and we're done. We're done entering the surface. That was pretty fast, and we're gonna slow down a lot with the bottom part, the heat shield. Once we get in a very slow speed, we should be able to activate. Yep, we can. Alright, here we go. And we're back home safely. 30, 20, 10. Here we go, there's our shadow. Splash. That was great. There you go. For safekeeping, let's EVA. And do a report from the water. There you go. Hit B and let's climb back on this recover vessel. Alright! 3 successful missions in our first episode. I call that progress. I think I'm going to end it off for our very first episode of Danyboy Does after a very long time. I will see you guys for the next part.